Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I use this Lottie London makeup for the first time. If you are new to this channel, you may not know, I used to be a makeup artist a long time ago, and as the years have progressed, I've definitely become more of a skincare junkie than a makeup guru, if you will. So with that being said, I don't have a lot of makeup as a part of my makeup collection these days because I usually keep things looking quite natural, but when this PR pack was sent over, I actually didn't even know what was going to come in it. I probably would have refused a lot of these items if I'm completely honest with you. But that being said, now that the items have come in, I've had a little bit of fun playing around with them, especially because not a lot of these items were something that I had in my makeup kit at this moment of time. So with that, let me show you how I do this look. I still kept it quite natural. I won't lie to you. I will speak with you once I show you how I applied it. Alright my friends, I am just starting off by getting my hair off of my face, and now I'm going to try this coconut primer from Lottie London. It's an illuminating coconut primer, and I'm assuming what that means is that do you see the kind of gold tint that it is giving off? I think that is going to be what makes it look like it's illuminating. I actually was pleasantly surprised that even though it is a coconut primer, it doesn't smell of coconut, and I love that because I find that coconut in products, especially if they've scented it, can often smell quite fake, and I just can't stand when something smells like coconut in a product, to be completely honest with you. Now I'm using my Rimmel Lasting Radiance foundation. Now I'm a little bit concerned because this Lasting Radiance foundation has almost like a blue pearl iridescence to it. That's what makes it look radiant on your skin. And I'm just not sure how it will jive with the kind of gold tones of this illuminating coconut primer. Now I'm just using a concealer. It's a Diego Dalla Palma one, and I like that to set as I am doing my eyebrows. If you're new here, you may not know that I have my brows microbladed. I've had them microbladed twice in the last 3 years. However, at this moment in time, we are currently in a lockdown in England, so I have to fill them in until I can go and get a touch-up. Now I just blend in the concealer, and if there's any areas that have harsh lines, I will just use my foundation brush and then just go over those areas. Now I'm going to tuck into this Lottie London eye and face palette. So when it says eye and face palette, you can really use it anywhere on your face. You don't just have to use these colors as eyeshadows. So I am using one of the shades. Unfortunately, it doesn't really show what shade is what color, so I can't tell you, but hopefully you can see. But I'm using it as a brow bone highlight and then a cheekbone highlight. And then I'm just going to really make sure that I'm blending that in. I'm not the type of person that really wants to see my highlighter from far away, so blending is key. Now I'm going for this pink blushy tone, and it's quite nice. I think it's a little bit more copper on my skin than I had anticipated, but it's alright. It's still a little bit more natural of a tone on my skin, so I think I'll be able to run with it. Now, these shadows aren't the creamiest things that I've used, so do expect a tiny bit of fallout, but now I'm just going to put this kind of terracotta color in my crease area, and then I am just going to blend. Nothing too technical here. I think that's the thing to good makeup. Making sure that you blend and sticking with colors that are going to be a little bit more natural to you, natural and neutral to you. So that's obviously going to depend on your skin tone, but I find the colors that end up looking the nicest on me are the ones that are the most neutral and natural to my skin tone. I just use my concealer brush to wipe up any little bit of fallout that I may have, and then I'm going in with this blush. I believe it's called Haze, and when I first put it on my finger, it's quite chalky, but then I moved to a brush and I was able to work it in. Now this next product I found quite intriguing. It is a freckle tint. So this is the light color, but I will warn you, the light color is actually quite red. So I didn't know if this was going to work somewhat like a stain, so I put it on and then just let it set, and then I will just kind of buff it out with my foundation brush. In the meanwhile, I'm going to be using this stamp liner, and oh my goodness, I have to tell you, this liner is quite good. I'm not really one for a wing liner. I don't think it looks very elegant most times, but sometimes I will just kind of tight line on my lash line and maybe the tiniest of wings. Next, I'm going in with this Curl Boss mascara, and I actually really like the wand of this. It really helps lift and boost your lashes, and if you do have a natural curl to your lashes, you will find that it really enhances that. Now, what I will say about this mascara is I don't find it really makes your lashes look thicker. I find that it doesn't coat my lashes very well. So maybe as I use it, it will become more buildable, and maybe I didn't have a lot of product on the brush yet because it's still new. I find that quite common with mascaras that you use for the first time. But anyhow, I do like the brush of this. I just hope I can get more product onto my lashes with it. Now, as I get the rest of my mascara on, I am going to just kind of buff out those freckles, those faux freckles that I put on. I'm not sure if this is something for me or not. And then last but not least, I'm going in with this oil slick. So I personally really want to get the lip blush tattoos, and I think when I get that done, I will like this lip slick a little bit more. It's nice, but I don't know if it's something that I like just on my lips bare without any type of tint. And that's the finished look. So as you saw, very easy. I probably could have pushed the boat out a little bit with some of the other colors that are in here, but it just wouldn't have been me. Now, I will say the things that I'm the most pleasantly surprised with is the Freckle Tint. I actually didn't think that I would like this at all, but it is quite cute. I think in summer when I'm wearing more sheer makeup, I might add on a few freckles to make it look a little bit cute. And this primer, I actually don't typically wear primer. I just find I don't get on with it very well, but I love the gold finish that it gives. I just personally wouldn't pair it with that Rimmel foundation that I showed you because that does have a almost silver iridescence to it in that foundation, and I don't think that it looks good with both of those tones. So I'm gonna try this with maybe one of my NARS foundations. And then, well, actually I kind of liked it all besides the eyeshadow palette. Now this oil slick, I don't think that it's necessarily for me, but again, I think, you know, those days in summer when you just want a little bit of something on your lip but nothing that provides too much color, that is nice for that. And then this blush, I actually was quite surprised at it as well. I did use a different type of brush to really work it in there because it is a powder. I found it was sitting on top of my skin instead of really going in. And believe it or not, this eyeliner, this stamp liner, now I only used the really pointed tip, but it is so good. You may have seen my hand was starting to shake because it's so good that I was afraid that I was going to be too heavy-handed. So I don't know if I'll use the other side because it's so potent, if that's the word, that I would be a little bit afraid to make a mess. Now this mascara, I will say the mascara isn't my favorite, but I do find that this brush really helped curl my lashes, and my natural lashes are very curly to begin with, and I just really felt that this really got under the lash and really pumped it up. It's just I don't feel like it's coated my lashes enough to make it look like I have mascara on. Anyway, my friend, what did you think of this makeup? Would you have tried a different eyeshadow color? Do you think it is possible to have a very bold color and be elegant at the same time? I would love to hear your comments in the comment section down below, or feel free to reach out to me over on Instagram. Those details will be in the description box for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.